Let's go and talk to him now. Then we go up to Father and see what he has to say. Well, good win. Maybe we can get drunk and have some fun again. That treasure is down there somewhere.
God has cast down the people there.
Yeah.
What? Oh my god, so I couldn't go away from it. Okay, so we have to... Can't leave. I have to stay here. Okay. Oh wait, then I can actually. Okay, so it works then. Okay. It actually worked. You will die no matter what I do. Just take the meat.
Good day, Henry.
Good day.
We cast a
Hey,
spell
Jim,
over.
help.
What?
Only
But why didn't you go?
what would it?
Fine.
You have my gratitude. May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, so that guy will die no matter what I do up here. Must be something you can do to me. I don't know. Quest item, let's see. My dear T, when I discovered our currency reform, I certainly did not anticipate the situation would develop. No account did I consent to the coin in question being put to purpose of recruiting bandits and mercenaries, thereby giving rise to widespread slaughter and arrest in the province. Hardly bears thinking about what might occur should someone connect us to the massacre at New Hope. I hereby give notice to you, Honorable Sir, that I do not intend to participate further in any enterprises with you or with your resources. I urge you to proceed with greater restraint, for it has come to my attention that a certain German knight from Passau has been making inquiries in the region about the counterfeit groschen. This knight, I am told, is presently staying at the inn in Sassau. Too many pairs of eyes turning in our direction. I hope and trust that I respect my decision to commit our collaboration. My deep respect, yes. It gives it.
Stand it anymore. No. My God.
Greetings, Henry.
No, let me sleep.
I thought I had given it to them all.
No. God, no.
May the Lord watch over you.
So what the heck? Did I miss a house somewhere? Oh, this is where priest is.
Welcome, Henry.
Sweet Mary, Mother of God, I can't bear the pain.
Okay, we did our plans, yes. We went in here. Spoke to her. Went into this house. Sorry. I don't know who else I'm gonna give it to. I am a bit at a loss here. Because I can't give her anything.
Welcome,
Sweet
Henry.
Mother of God.
I can't do anything with her either.
No, let me sleep.
This little fella died. For some reason. Did I miss a house? Oh, I did.
You're back?
Of course. I always keep my word.
I don't doubt that, naturally. Did you deliver my will?
Sweet Mary, Mother of God,
Not as yet.
I can't bear the pain.
Then be quick about it, please. A man on his deathbed must set his house in order.
Don't worry. I brought a remedy from Sasau.
Christ
Drink
almighty,
this regularly. You and everyone in the house.
I can't stand
A
it
remedy.
anymore.
There we go.
You have hands of gold, pure gold, my boy. God bless you.
Was missing one. Okay. Actually, I forgot about that one. Okay. Go and to him, and we're gonna go and hand in that one. We'll see. I'll report about this.
Yeah.
God be with you, Henry.
Okay.
Greetings. What do you need?
I've returned from Merhoyed, sir.
How does it look then?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanka from Skalitz. Fortunately, Nicodemus was able to cure the disease. Well, at least what he's doing looks promising so far.
Thank Christ. Some good news for a change. What about the captive? Did you question him?
He was infected too.
I see. Did he survive?
No, but even dead he was of some use. It seems that bandit was a messenger. He was carrying a letter.
That's interesting. And what's in the letter?
Take a look for yourself, sir.
The names of the sender and recipient aren't written there, just the initials S and T. Seems to have some quarrel between them. This S person is threatening to finish with counterfeiting. Apparently, there's some German knight on the trail of the merchant Menhart. At the time the letter was written, the knight was in the tavern in Sasau asking about him.
That sounds like a promising lead.
You go to Sasau and find out what you can about this foreign knight. If he really is following Menhart, then he must know more than we do.
Very well, sir.
Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. See you later.
You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robert, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir. Sir,
What is it?
sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso and solve this one. Hmm?
You can rely on me, sir.
Good luck, son.
The moment, huh? Nourishment. So make sure we'll find them.
Ow! Watch where you're going, you lout! You nearly killed me.
Damn! Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron!
Oh my god, I'm standing still and you walking into it, you dumbass. Let's see. Way down there, by the way.
Fucking come on now! Yeah.
Oh, that was easy to avoid.
Yeah.
We have our party animal.
God save you, good night. What can I do for you?
There's a widow being haunted by a ghost. Can anything be done about that?
A revenant. Tell me more about it.
For the last few nights, her long-dead neighbour's been paying her a visit in her house. She's tried to drive him out, but neither prayer nor spells have any effect. That's why she's turning to you for help, Father.
In the scripture, it's written that the dead shall rise again only on the day of judgment. I suspect it may be something on the widow's own conscience that's haunting her. Do you know anything more about that?
Well, she says it's the ghost of Alois, a farmer whose wife burned him alive in his own cottage.
My. That would make a soul restless, all right. But I believe there must be something else that's keeping the widow from sleeping. A farmer, a jealous wife. I'd ask the widow if there's not more to it.
My God, that never occurred to me.
How little you know people. Make the widow tell you everything, you'll see. And to make amends with the deceased as well as the Lord, tell her to erect an atonement cross.
A what?
You ask as if you've fallen from the stars. An atonement cross. You often see them along roads. Reminders of reconciliation and forgiven trespasses. Suggest it to the widow and see how she reacts.
Thank you for the advice. It was very helpful.
I shall pray for the poor woman, and I'll be grateful in turn for any donation she may decide to make to the church. See you later.
Let's see. Okay. Okay, so we go there. We go over here, there. Okay, then. Route to go. Trying to ambush me again. Up there at least. Dun, dun.
God be with him.
I saw the parish priest.
And what did he tell you? Will he come and bless my house with holy water?
A better question is, what haven't you been telling me?
I've already told you everything.
I feel you haven't told me everything. Was there something between you and Alois?
There's no use denying it any longer. I was a widow and his wife Lada. She wasn't the kind of woman who filled her husband's heart with joy. Alois and I grew close.
So, fornication?
If that's what you want to call it. From time to time, we took comfort in each other's arms. Lada found out and began to make a fuss. They fought. You know the rest.
You couldn't have known it would end up the way it did.
Perhaps I couldn't, but I still reproach myself over it every night. For years now, I've been living with what I did. I suppose it's only just that it's finally caught up with me. My poor Alois and the children he left behind.
I assume his children know nothing about it.
They're already adults, but you're right. They don't know anything. Do you think it would help if I told them everything? That it would bring peace to Alois and he'd stop haunting me?
I think you're on the right path now. Make up for old wrongs. Atone for your sins. Erect a memorial cross.
You're right. I'll go and tell them the truth, however much they despise me afterwards. I'll do anything to get a good night's sleep again. Here's some money. Go to the quarry and order a cross be made.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Thank you 100 times over. God bless.
Damn, this side quest was one long kind of things all over the place. Actually, a new quest over here. I don't know what that one is. Okay. Okay, guess we're going up here. They'll be there when I arrive. Go and sleep in a room. Go to the lady. If she wants to have another night with us, or tumble in bed.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now. Oh my. How can it not get up from this easier?
God be with you, Henry.
Hey, Rupert.
I must reward you for saving my livelihood. If folk believed the stories, well, I dread to think how it could have ended up.
But the bad stone wasn't even from your quarry.
Still, sometimes words can hurt a man more than a blow from a mace. Here's your reward. You've earned it, lad.
I need to erect an atonement cross. How much does one cost?
10 groschen. We already have one such cross ready, so if you pay now, we can have it sent wherever you want immediately.
Here you are.
Take care.
What do you think? Will he come again?
I'm sure we've seen the last of him. Oh, feels so light. I could float away at peace with the world.
That's a peace I have yet to find. As you've seen for yourself, shaking off the past isn't easy.
Here's a ring my husband left me. I don't even know where he got it, but it might be worth something. Take it, with my gratitude.
Glad I was able to help.
Thank you, and God be with you.
And with you. I hope you'll finally have peaceful dreams.
Oh. We got some groschen. Yeah. There you go, buddy. Okay, finally done with that long side quest, man. Let me take the wheel over here, and I should go and see what this quest is. But we go here and let me sleep. Get some food too. Side quest. We'll see if we do it. Oh wait, I can maybe sell you something.
Greetings, good night.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right, let's see what we can do about that.
Did I get rid of that one maybe? Those. That one anymore. Oops. Oh, he has no money. Oh my god. He hasn't recovered since last time. Get it then. Go on, honey.
Look at you, lover boy.
How did things work out with the job I arranged?
It's a pity you only managed to get one of them a job.
The whole business wasn't worth a damn, and I'm sorry I got involved in it at all.
Antonia got the job, but Vincent... I knew there was something troubling him.
What happened to him?
He ran away without saying a word to anyone. Something's happened to him for sure. It's a shame. A nice, quiet boy like that.
What happened to Vincent?
He hanged himself, and no one knows why. Such a kind, quiet boy he was, always willing to lend a helping hand. And now they won't even let him be buried in the church cemetery. He doesn't deserve that.
No one deserves that. Except murderers and criminals. Like Runt. May his soul burn in hell, and his bones be scattered by dogs.
You can't let it lie for a moment, can you? Thinking only of your own vengeance, while your neighbors are dying around you.
I would like to...
I'd like to know...
That's all.
Have you got a moment? I'd like to ask a few questions about Skalitz. I don't remember much.
All right. What do you want to know?
I won't trouble you anymore. Let's leave it be.
Oh, I had to sneeze. Okay. Sleep. Zombies. Up and see what this quest can be. I wonder if that's little brat. Food in the bad one, you see?
Yeah.
Throw it up here and see what's going on. Oops.
God be with you, Henry. Oh.
God bless you. What troubles you?
May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Fafar has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The chief engineer? Is it about Skalitz?
In a manner of speaking. Master Fafar has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may want to send you to the Skalitz mines.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, everything except a man. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fafar. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly. Where do I find him? Is he here in the castle?
Where? Now that's a good question. He went to Sasau to deal with something there.
Oh!
Most likely at the inn.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal.
Well, we have several things to do there, so be fitting. And at the inn we have to find a German and maybe find him there too. Let's get some more food. Okay. So that means more in. Yeah, I thought we were gonna be done with things. Just popping up more and more things. Oh, no, it's not. Up here. Hans.
I'm glad you're here, Henry.
What's happening, sir?
Uncle Sahanush sent for me. No doubt he wants to give me another ear bashing about the error of my ways. And he said to bring you too.
What has it got to do with me?
Plenty. You're in it with me ever since that hunt.
All right, we should get going then, shouldn't we, Sir Hans? The sooner we get it over and done with, the better.
I suppose so. Right away. I put some of my old clothes in a trunk for you. I don't want you making me look bad in front of Hanush. So go and get dressed up before we head off.
Thanks, sir, but I'd rather go as I am.
You'd rather disgrace me? Well, I'm in no mood to argue with you. Come on then.
Well, my ward and his, what shall we say, chaperone.
Uncle.
My lord?
I hope we haven't dragged you away from anything too important.
Not at all, Uncle. We
like
were just...
boozing and whoring, for instance.
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy, causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
No, it wasn't... Henry and I were just...
Henry's as big a fool as you are. But he's not my ward, thank Christ. What the hell do the pair of you think you're doing? There are people in this fiefdom who work from dawn to dusk to put food on their tables, and on yours, may I remind you. And then they look at you, Hans, their lord and master, and see a drunken layabout. That fellow you beat up last night was a guard, a new guard on the town watch. And he couldn't report for duty this morning because of his injuries. I had the bailiff here complaining, and could I tell him what I really think about this whole sorry affair? Of course not. That would demean me. And you too. So I had to sit gaping like a stuffed owl and listen to his grievances. Maybe you think because you're the lord here you can get away with anything. But you're sadly mistaken, you blockhead. A lord remains a lord only as long as he commands the loyalty of his subjects. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you the folk here are not exactly enchanted at the prospect of having you in charge. That was the last straw, Capon. One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polnar. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
I was only...
Oh, don't whine, for heaven's sake. It's about time you started taking some responsibility. I have a job for you. Maybe that will keep you out of mischief. Sir Milota of Oleshna has turned up here. Do you know him?
Isn't he Sir Bernard's cousin?
He is. He came here with the remnants of his retinue to seek refuge. He's seriously wounded.
What happened to him, sir?
His fortress Oleshna was attacked by one Wolfram Camburg. Milota pursued him almost as far as Neuhof and engaged with him. Unfortunately, the skirmish didn't end well for Milota.
Wolflin of Camburg, that name is familiar.
He's kin to the Oleshna lords, too. A cousin of Bernard's and Milota's. Their family affairs are a little complicated. None of my business, of course. I just wish they'd found somewhere else to thrash out their differences.
What do you want us to do, sir?
Go and see Bernard in the courtyard. He got a report that Wolflin pillaged some other farms around Neuhof, and he's putting a squad together to ride against him. Mind your step, though. It's a family affair. After all, maybe more to it than meets the eye. The important thing is to get that damn scavenger out of the domain. If possible, without bloodshed. I can't afford to lose any men over this business. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well, Uncle.
Get to work, then.
Robber Baron. Oh, yay, more side quests. Okay. Let's see, let's save, so...
Sir Hanish sent me, Captain. I'm to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Then mount up, youngster, and we'll move out.
I'd like to improve my swordsmanship.
Certainly.
Well, I'll think it over.
Okay, now here's...
Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that. I'm not going.
Yeah.
I know what you meant, Captain. Forget it.
Very well, Your Grace.
Listen, Bernard. About this robber. I heard some rumors.
About his being a relative of mine, Meloda's?
Something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Alessia.
Yeah.
Wolfen belongs to a distant branch of my family, which, well, let's just say they bring no honor.
Yeah.
But I heard Wolfen of Camber was hanged somewhere in Silesia after plundering the bishop's estate.
I heard the same. Only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camberg branch of my family.
That they're cursed. Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for the fairy tale?
What you like. I heard it from my grandfather. He never paid attention to old wives' tales.
I meant no offense, Captain. Well, tell me all about it then. After all, there's no smoke without fire. And I never heard about the Camberg man from a member of the family.
Very well. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit. I'm almost ashamed to say it.
You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped. Even then, they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he'd cursed them, and I couldn't blame them.
Why is that?
For Wilhelm's face was so badly disfigured, folk would cross themselves when they saw him.
Yeah.
I was afraid of him myself as a boy.
Was he wounded?
Yeah. No, he was born that way. See, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father, my grandfather's brother. She never wanted to bear his children. So, she fell pregnant. They said she was a witch to get rid of the child. She ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night?
Jesus Christ!
That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn. Only the 5th survived. He was disfigured. Wilhelm. They say the witch cheated her, and instead of getting rid of the child, she put the devil's seed inside her.
Good Lord, how dreadful.
Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbed, he had 7 friars kneeling in her chamber day and night. It didn't stop the rumors, though. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough. He turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. He cursed everything and everyone in his past, starting throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his deathbed. They sent for a priest, not just to give him the last rites, because they were afraid the devil would come out of him and possess someone else. Then later, Wolfen turned up, even though he was supposed to be dead for years. Folk said he was dead. That wouldn't stop the devil's spawn.
Sweet Jesus. It sounds a lot more convincing coming from
Whoa!
you.
Slow down.
How are we supposed to deal with it like that?
I sent them to scout ahead.
Those bastards will pay for this.
They most certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, we'll take 2 men and come back here later. I won't have Vitus and Cyril left as crow meat.
Yes, Captain.
God be with you, Henry.
Yeah.
This was a long ride now. Okay. Difficult for him.
God be with you.
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsons are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
All right, Captain. I'll do that. Where are the farms?
One is uphill from Neuhof, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our camp.
Tell me, Captain, how come this Wolfen is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your conflict with Wolfen?
Nothing in particular, just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit. No wonder the whole Camberg clan is cursed.
How are you related?
Miloda, Wolfen, and I have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna.
How do you mean cursed?
Like I said, Wolfen's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hogwitz. She didn't want to bear his child and went to a witch to get rid of it. Only instead of getting rid of the unborn child, she ended up having 5.
What, all at the same time?
All in one night. But only one of them lived till morning. The youngest, Wilhelm. And his face was disfigured. They say the witch deceived the Countess, and it was Satan himself who impregnated her.
And you believe that story?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrifying to look at. I still get shivers down my spine when I think of him. As for Wolfen, word came that he died in Silesia. Then, one day, he appeared from nowhere. There are folk who say death has no power over him. God be with you.
Okay, so now I got sidetracked into some stupid side quest.
Yeah.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Captain Bernard sent me. I'm here about the raid on your farm.
What? I've no idea what you're talking about, friend.
They raided your farm, didn't they?
No. I heard there was some raids hereabouts, but not here.
Something's not right. The captain sent me here to this very farm.
The captain must have made a mistake.
I suppose so.
Farewell.
Captain Bernard sent me. It's about that attack.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again. I don't know what else I can tell you.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need to hear every detail you can tell me.
What do you want to know?
How many of them were there?
2 or 3. I'm not sure. My head's still in a spin.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me hide indoors, and I only saw them through the window.
So your husband was outside?
Yes, he tried to parley with them.
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in, which I told them in no uncertain terms as soon as they came here.
So you're telling me they came here, you told them there was nothing worth taking, and they just rode off again, without further ado?
More or less.
But just a while ago, you told me you were indoors the whole time.
Yes, I was. Mostly.
So were you inside or outside? Did you talk to them or not?
Well, like I say, it was confusing. I don't remember much.
Let's get one or two things straight. I'm here under orders from Captain Bernard, and that robber baron who came here crippled his cousin and killed 2 of his men.
What's that got to do with me?
Just so you know, the captain is very keen to see justice done, and it would not be wise to obstruct him.
My God, what have I done to deserve this?
So, what really happened here?
First, promise me you'll get rid of them.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
They came a few days ago, took a pig and a sack of apples. We put up no resistance. I noticed one of them had an injured leg, so I offered to treat it for him.
Why would you help those cutthroats?
They didn't behave violently towards us, and I thought it would be best to keep them happy. At least they left me some apples.
Go on. What happened then?
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, they came back again. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp. And in the morning I came home again.
I understand. They threatened you.
They didn't exactly threaten me. They didn't have to. But if they get away from you, they'll come back and get revenge.
Don't worry. We'll take care of them.
So you know where they're camped? I'd like you to lead me there.
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a place where you'll have a good view of it.
That'll do me.
God bless.
Okay. I guess phone tell. Oh.
I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry, I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
Okay. We have how many hours?
Looks like I found it. I'd better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah. God save you, Henry.
Okay.
I found that encampment.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it. Is it far?
Not really.
How many men did you see?
About 15.
Shit. That won't be easy. Oh well, nothing to be done. Wolfen of Camber must hang from the ramparts in Ratai.
Wouldn't it be better to parley with them, sir?
Parley with robbers? You must be out of your mind, lad.
Sir Hanush ordered me to avoid unnecessary casualties.
What are you trying to say?
I could go and parley with Wolfen. Even if it comes to nothing, I could have a good look at his encampment.
Bit of spying could well be of use, all right. And Wolfland's a conceited bastard. If he knows you come from me, he'll receive you just for a chance to tell me to go to hell. I'll give you a livery with my coat of arms, so it's clear you're my messenger. And you'll have to go unarmed.
Thank you, Captain. I'll do my best.
I hope so. And try and come back in one piece. I don't want to explain to Sir Radzig why I sent his favorite into a robber baron's camp unarmed. See you later.
Okay, so we go back over here now. That's save.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey, you! What do you want?
I'm Captain Bernard's envoy. I'm here to parley.
Why should I trust you?
I'm unarmed. What harm can I do?
That's true. And you are wearing Sir Bernard's colours. I suppose I should take you to Sir Wolflin. If you try any tricks, you'll regret it. Understood?
You have my word.
Damn! Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, moron!
Just come along with me, or I'll send you straight to hell.
Not my fault you walk into the horse, you dumbass.
Who do we have here? What's your name, boy?
Henry. I'm a messenger from...
I know. From my beloved cousin, Sir Bernard of Aleshna.
What's
So,
this?
what exactly is your message?
I heard some interesting tales about you. They say your family is cursed.
Ha! So Bernard's been telling those stories again. How my Aleshna cousins do love to gossip.
So your father didn't have...
What? A twisted mouth? Aye. Looked like it was run over by a wagon. And he was born with 4 siblings and none of them lived. True. But they always leave one thing out of that fairy tale.
What's that?
That my grandmother was one of 5 babes and her mother one of 4. That's how it goes in that family. And then that talk of the witch. Pah! My grandma couldn't wait to marry my grandfather and give him children.
Why do you want to hurt the lords of Aleshna?
That bastard Malota stole villages that belonged to my father. I was in Poland when my father died, and Malota convinced everyone I was dead too.
But you came back though, didn't you?
Aye, I came back. But Malota bribed a priest to testify that my father made him a deathbed confession. That bastard swore my father told him he was possessed, and so was his son, me. So they think I rose from the dead and I'm a warlock. They won't hear my claim.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. But surely the courts of the king wouldn't believe a story like that.
Maybe not. But the king's in captivity, and none of the nobles have time for courts. No one will hear my case, and by the time this turmoil is over, everyone will have forgotten about me.
Oh, I haven't done so much more in the story. I've got sidetracked, more side quests. I did get the secrets, we assaulted a place, I cured the plague. I'm supposed to find a German knight at Sosu. That's where I am, at the main story.
We offer you safe conduct out of this domain if you leave everything you stole from Sir Hanish's subjects and pay 60 groschen in compensation.
That's a very generous offer. But tell me, why should I accept?
Oh, damn it. Oh, I'm not gonna be able...
Your quarrel is with Milota, not with Bernard. And certainly not with Sir Hanish, whose estates you're pillaging.
So?
So leave Sir Hanish's domain and settle your differences with Milota elsewhere.
My quarrel is with everyone who helps Milota. And Hanush gave him refuge in Ratai.
Hanish's captain is Sir Milota's cousin. What did you expect him to do?
That's no concern of mine. It's really very simple.
Yeah, I
My
know.
quarrel is with Milota. and anyone who helps him. Anyway, I don't claim to be a saint. It's all the same to me, whether I'm plundering the estates of Hanush of Lipa, the Bishop of Vratislav, or the Pope himself.
I think...
You know what? I think you're only here to buy time, while Bernard prepares to attack. Well, your time's run out. Go back to Bernard and tell him I'll be waiting for him.
Answer to my prayers. Just when I wanted to vent my...
What?
Hey, all of you, gather here! Raise the alarm!
To
I
arms!
don't have
Get over
even...
here. I'll slaughter you.
I don't even have my freaking weapons. Oh my god, it's so...
Come on! Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! Yeah.
The hell? That was some bullshit. Go in there unarmed and everything, and they start attacking me. Only 12%.
Yeah.
Damn, that's not much. That was some bullshit. Luckily I have luckily they didn't get any good hits on me. I wasn't even... Luckily I had good armor on them.
Welcome, Henry.
I've just come back from Wolflin, Captain.
And in one piece, I see. That's something at least, but I doubt you achieved anything.
No, unfortunately. Wolflin is standing his ground.
Well, no matter. It was a good idea and certainly a brave deed. At least we've had time to prepare for the attack. Now, all you have to do is lead us to their encampment.
Ready when you are, Captain.
Time to go and slay somebody. Charge! Okay, before... Oh.
Wolflin of Camberg, for your crimes against Sir Meloda of Olestra, Sir Hanush of Lipa, you have been declared a reprobate and an outlaw. Will you willingly lay down your arms and accept your just punishment at the hands of Sir Hanush? Or do you intend to offer resistance?
That's a difficult choice, cousin. What do you say, man?
Am I to take it you intend to resist?
I didn't want to, but these men here talked me into it.
We're wasting our time, Captain. This brute here hasn't the honor of a common footpad. These murdering swine slayed Vitus and Cyril. I think it's time they paid for it. What do you say, men?
Blood for blood!
At those bastards! Charge!
At the races!
Ouch. Getting hit. Oh, come on. Yeah, stand a minute. He really runs after me. If we... Oh, he still goes after me. There we go. Holy crap. That was work. Yeah, take the arrows. Take that. Take that. Ooh. Take the pretzel. Anything else? Take the dried meat. Mushroom, by the way. Let's put some on stuff. Of course. Oh, it's better what we are wearing, so better. Going away. Okay. Got. What about this? Let's see. Okay. Do that one. Better. Strength. Shield. Better one I have. See, this one is 143, 70. Same. Let's put it on the horse. Okay. That was that. Oh. Okay, let's go grave robbing here. Interesting damage, actually. Could pick a lot of things here just to get money. I don't need money really. That's the thing. I bought myself a nice mount and everything. Why not? Oh. That wasn't new. Ooh. Rank 14, which we don't have. Sure. Sure. That one. Worse than I'm having. We can get some money at least. Oh, wait, those are actually better. Okay, how much is the horse at? Can't carry too much more. That's really worth a lot. That one. That one. Arrows. Oops. Let's see. Put them away. That one away. Wait. See. It's actually better than what we're having. That on. That one away. Yeah, that's about what. Just take the money, take the lockpick. The heck is? Warhammer, huh? Those. nourishment. Wash up. And open. Nice necklace, weighs nothing. Otherwise there's really nothing I need here. No. Black shield, huh? £80. Don't need it. Okay, we are done. To Bernard we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you going backwards? Hey buddy. Are you keeping a watch back on once or okay. Whatever, man.
Victory is ours, Captain.
Praise the Lord. My men are no easy pickings, and you and Sir Hans helped us a lot.
What now?
We'll break camp and head back to the castle. You ought to go on ahead and report to Sir Hunnish.
Yes, Captain.
See you later.
See you later, alligator. Let's go. Go. Oh, wait. Get some here.
God be with you, Henry.
God save you, good night. What can I do for you? See you later.
You have 606, right? That's it, what we can sell to him. See, then let's talk about repairs.
Take care.
Select. Holy crap, this is gonna be expensive. Back a little bit.
I'd like to discuss the price.
And we can sell more stuff to him, so that's okay.
It.
Since it's you.
Come now, just a little more, and we have a deal. See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
That means I can sell a bit more to you, so let's see, let's get something there in the horse. Let's see, we can get that one.
Good luck then.
We had something. I have something else. I picked up. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Doom, doom, doom. So let's go and tell the Lord that we dealt with issue. Fortunately, we have to kill him, but hey. Oh, come on, let me through. Thank you. Oh.
Good day, Henry. God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Master Fafar, Sir Radzig sent me to you.
Did he?
The other part.
He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings of yours?
Sir Radzig may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts, and no one is guarding the Skullets mines, the most likely source.
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard with the smelter and the waterworks. See what kind of state it's all in, and if anything looks suspicious.
Okay.
Is that the yard next to the Skalitz mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
A silver store? Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all around.
You said mine gallery. Just one.
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing that pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Radza can rely on me. That's all clear. I'll get going.
Goodbye.
Okay. Oh, wait. Got to talk to him up there.
I'll be with you at night.
Goes a little quick with his horse.
Yeah.
Let's go back up and inform him about the news. Nourishment is 62. As well, take a food. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. There it is.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Sir, I met the parish priest of Ujic, and I must say he's a very interesting man.
I should say so. Have you ever seen him at swordplay? Not bad for a man of the cloth, is he? Rumor has it, when he finished his studies at the
Oh, we already
Say he
talked.
made- and then he's a
You already had that discussion.
I have news from the camp, Sir Hannes.
Speak.
Unfortunately, we couldn't avoid a skirmish.
Where's Hans? I hope he's not.
There's no need to worry, my lord. Lord Capon's alive and well. Lord Capon is busy celebrating.
So you succeeded.
Wolfen is dead, and his men routed. Captain Bernard and the others are hunting them down in the woods right now.
By God, that's excellent news. I must say, Henry, after all that's happened recently, I'm glad something finally turned out well.
So am I, sir.
And I think you deserve to be rewarded for your efforts.
Thank you,
So
sir.
do I.
See you later.
Complete Robber Baron quest. So better? Nope. Oh, I need to fix this one. I see. It's broken. Oh, it was worth a lot of money though. Still have stuff to sell. Okay. We need to get to.
Welcome, Henry.
Question if it's open. I miss it. Yeah, it's still open. Or there might be.
Yeah.
I think it's closing time.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Go on. Okay, maybe I can. Yeah, 1.3. Yeah, how much do you have on you?
See you.
1.3. Right back. Yes, as well make some money.
God be with you.
Need 3. Let's sell 2. We can keep 1. Heck of it. Sell. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Question is, do they buy? I'm curious to see if they buy armor or not.
God be with you.
Looks like it does. We had some money left. Right. Nope. Poor. Dang it. Let's put away these things. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're down here. Does this pestilence look like now? Okay, we're gonna go to Sasso, but we can just as well go here and rest up for night. Probably during early morning and oops, oh sorry, I was banging into the microphone. Wonder if he got his money back yet.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see.
Does he have money?
About that.
Yes, he does. Do some more.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that. Take care.
Dum, dum, dum. There's something more. One more thing. Hello, can I talk to you, please? Hello, 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 hello. Oh, I can.
I've got some
I don't
goods
know why
here
you
whose
can't
owners
talk
might
to
miss them.
him
All right.
during a
Let's
certain
see what
time.
we can do about that. Good luck then.
Let's see, let's buy all the... Oh, we got more money. Yeah, leveling vitality.
I've got some goods here whose owners might.
All right. I'll see you later.
Okay. Push up. Ah. Depends the morning. Go. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Nourishment. 2. Case. Yeah, let's go up here and get these things. First. This is the part where they use place. Not that time, huh? Mm-hmm. It's in here somewhere. Hey, Father. Okay. Nope. Nope.
Father, Vincent of Merhoyed sent me to you.
What's the matter, my son?
I'm bringing Vincent's last will and testament.
Almighty Father, be merciful. What happened?
Master Vincent has been taken seriously ill. A disease has spread in Merhoyed.
Yes, I did hear that people are sick in some village hereabouts. God in heaven, but Vincent is still alive?
Yes, for now.
Let us hope the good Lord will leave him here with us a while longer. Thank you for bringing it to me. If Vincent passes on, I'll see to his wishes. Here, take a few coins for your trouble.
Thank you, Father.
Take care now.
Yeah, I should have asked about his son first, I guess. No, I don't want to do that quest. Do the German Knight, and then we go up here. Oh, that's the wrong way. Which is over here. Ba-dum.
Yeah.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I've heard there's a foreign knight staying here.
That Deutscher, he's gone. He said he'll be back.
Did he give his name?
No, frankly, he wasn't the type you want to ask twice.
Why's that?
There are guests I like, and then there's those that keep me awake at night. This knight is a good payer, but he spends the whole day tweaking his whiskers and sizing everyone up for a fight. I don't have bloodshed in my establishment.
Did you see his crest?
That's just it. He arrived with a white shield, nothing on it, and the Wagners tell me that's how knights ride when they want to stay incognito.
That is very odd. And do you know where he went?
Yes, he asked me the way. Or demanded more like. Bastard scared me so much I almost forgot to ask him to pay.
But you remembered in the end, eh?
Well, business is business.
And where was it he wanted to go?
Well, he asked me about a crossroads in the woods north of Rovna. I got the impression he was looking for someone. I know the roads that way, so I advised him to try looking at the charcoal burners junction.
I see. Thank you. So just what was he doing here?
He spent most of the day sitting, drinking, and gaping at the other patrons. Now and again, someone came up to him and they talked a while. But nothing much went on.
Did you know any of those people?
No, nobody familiar.
Thank you.
You're welcome. May I ask why you're looking for him?
I
I wish I knew that myself.
Ah, it's just that the gentleman looked quite formidable and quite questionable. I hated to think I'd sold him out.
I wouldn't fret about that.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay. Well, let's do this then, and then we also do that ones. We can fast travel to Rome now. Or can we go here now? See if it's cleared up. Yeah, let's do.
This won't take long. Yeah.
No time for you.
Yeah.
Good
Let's
help
see.
to you, sir.
I came to ask how things are looking with that pestilence. But I can see something's not right.
Pestilence. Pestilence. Seems like long ago.
Melikar, what exactly happened?
It all happened so quick, Henry. First they got better after taking that potion you gave them for a few days, and then one evening they got the fever again. By morning I was nearly the last one left.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry.
Aye. What can you do?
What will you do now?
I don't know. Maybe I'll try to drink away the pain, or go on a pilgrimage. I'm damned if I know what folk do at times like this.
I'll be on my way then.
Aye. Go, Henry. You don't want to linger too long in this accursed place.
Huh.
Melikar, I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you.
What can a mere mortal do? The Lord gives, and the Lord takes away.
Pardon me for asking, but what did you do with that brigand?
We threw him down a pit behind the village there by the stone cross. Why?
It's just that he might have had some clue to my investigation on him.
We drew lots to see who would have to bury him, so you can be sure nobody went through his pockets. But if you plan to grope about his corpse, and keep well away from hereafter.
Understood.
May the Lord watch over you.
Why should I search his corpse for? I kinda don't. There's like nothing here. Because I already got what I need from him. Okay. Well, that was sad. Well, that sucked. I don't want to do this one yet. Do the Silver mines first.
Yeah.
Going back and check on the German.
Looks like they smashed things up nicely.
What's that? What's going on there? What's that? Well,
Oh, holy shit, there was a lot of people there.
what's yeah? Who's there?
I actually have to kill him. Because that's a lot of them to deal with. Hmm.
Yeah.
Check out these other two things. I have to come back to that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Better.
This doesn't look too bad. I guess those bastards didn't want to get soaked. Seems they had a good go at wrecking this, but it's still standing.
Check it. Charcoal in case we need it for something. Alright. It's over the water and water there. Okay.
What do you want?
Just looking around.
You'd be wise to keep your nose out of here. This is a silver mine and no one's allowed.
But you're here.
I'm watching to make sure no one goes in. Something could fall on someone in there.
Don't worry your head about it. I won't steal anything and I'll watch my step.
But... All right. right, off you go. But don't say I didn't warn you.
I have a torch already. Oh, Jesus, how far do we need to go? The hell?
Hey! Do you hear me? Can you hear me? Are you alive? Come on, say something!
Hey, you there! What have you done?
Me? It wasn't me. It must have been one of your lot pushed him down the shaft.
If you hadn't come sniffing around, none of this would have happened.
What's my being here got to do with it? What the fuck's been going on? Whatever it is, now you've got a murder to answer for.
Only if someone finds out.
Listen, neighbours, don't be stupid. You don't want to add another murder to the count. It could have been an accident.
You know that was no accident. Or maybe you came to blows, pushed him down, and then we had to stop you.
That's ridiculous. If you all clear off out of here, I promise nobody will be asking what happened. Why add to your troubles?
Hey! Where are you going? You're not going to abandon us, are you? Not after all the good times we've had together? Don't you remember how we took care of everyone? Hey!
What?
No!
Okay, and how the heck do I get up there? Yes, I'm not. Going the right way. And this was a long way to go. Why yellow all of a sudden?
Hey! Answer to my prayers, just when I wanted to vent my rage.
Save because we combat. Oh, this is a maze.
Hey, who's there? Well, I never. The pig turns up willingly for the slaughter. Come here, Lee. You're dead.
It did. Didn't I? There was a sheep here running away somewhere.
Who's that? What's going on there?
Where are you running off to? It goes up at least, so. Let's put on the shield again. Okay. Okay. So now we've done all that. So let's go and have a little chat with you. You can find a knight then, huh? Oh, come on.
Yeah.
And let's do a save now. And we did all that stuff.
Good God, what a bloody mess.
No, I can't do it. Take the money. Take that one. That. Okay.
This is valuable. They must have been in a hurry or they'd never have left it behind.
Let's see. It's worse.
This one won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Looks like that wagon was loaded with charcoal. Someone was wounded here. It looks like another person dragged them off. Maybe there'll be some tracks. Another clue. I must be going the right way. I'm on the right track. Blood. It looks like blood.
Okay. It's like blood.
Charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something.
Jesus
What do
Christ
you
be
know?
praised.
What happened at the crossroads?
Huh?
Listen, there's corpses lying on the road out there, a ransacked wagon, and a trail that leads right here. Now, you seem to be honest and friendly folk, not marauding cutthroats. So I prefer to believe you don't have anything to do with it. But, if you don't start helping me, I might change my mind.
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen it. If you want to know something about it, just ask Boyar. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Who is this Boyar?
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his red cap.
Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Good day to you.
Good day.
What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes. Is that a problem?
Oh, come on now. I'm gonna have to...
Do you have any idea whose wagon it was?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm sure you've heard of the gang that burned down Neuhof
Possibly.
and poisoned the well in Merkoyet. They're the kind of men you don't want to get on the wrong side of.
I didn't get on the wrong side of them, though. Did I? The opposite. Actually, we helped them out. And I didn't even know who they were.
What happened?
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere? Is he still alive?
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Okay.
Do you know who ambushed that wagon?
Not a clue. We came a long way after.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes, so talking's a problem.
Where is he?
We've locked him away in the shed. There.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us. We're not to let anyone near him.
I don't mean to hurt him.
So be it. Here. Take the key.
Thanks.
Lord watch over you.
Zone nourishment 64. I'll eat. Too tempted. Hello there, buddy.
Who are you?
Never mind that. I've come to help you.
Thank God. I thought I'd breathe my last here. Lucky for me, my guardian angel comes bursting through the door.
I'm no angel, so you'll have to answer a few questions before you get my help.
Oh, well. I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
I don't know. I got a beating, and then I passed out.
Do you know what you were carrying in that man?
I never asked Menhart that.
Can I see your wound?
Are you a quack?
Sort of. That's a deep wound to the flank and you're still losing blood. You need to staunch it.
Will you help me?
I can try. Tell me more about the night.
Where's the coin?
What? What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin.
Ah! Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks? They're behind the shed. That's him. That's got to be that knight.
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Oh, come on.
Yeah!
And what the? Oh my god. Low camera? What the hell, man?
You could have lived a long and happy life. Not so brave now, are you, young man? What now? Are you afraid, boy?
Oh my god, what the hell? So he can counter and defend at the same time. It's so stupid. It's
Not so bright.
oh my god, what the hell, man? Did that not?
Well?
Nice arrow through the head.
It seems I have finally met my match.
I want to know everything. Who you are, why you're here, and what you know about the ambushed wagon.
You may call me Ulrich. I will tell you nothing more until you give me some assurances.
Assurances? How about this? If you talk, I'll spare you.
Do you expect me to believe that? I know full well how these stories end. I have been at the other end of the sword more times than you can count.
I give you my word.
The word of a thief? Jesus. It is true what the preachers say. This world has gone quite mad. You had better kill me. I'm finished, anyway. Just as you are.
Why do you think I'm finished?
He who lives by the sword dies by the sword. Once you take a weapon in your hand, your days are numbered. It is the same for every one of us.
Not everyone.
Every last one. Knight, mercenary, or footpad. There are men who die peacefully in bed, their wives and children at their sides. But not you, or I. You will end your life in a ditch with your belly ripped.
Unlike you, I'm not a criminal.
You believe that the forging of money is an honest trade?
I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a forger, I'm the one investigating them.
What? What are you saying?
I'm in the service of Sir Radzik Kobila, Governor of Skalitz and Royal Hetman.
Then we have something in common. I also am here under orders from above.
From who?
Perhaps you might sheath that weapon, so that we may talk eye to eye. If we do indeed have a common cause.
Stand up.
It is true our meeting has not begun well. But if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobila, Then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I can't answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
Okay.
What man was that?
Maynard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you, but first, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, really?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Radzik, then you must know him.
Of course I know him. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made, but I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that?
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Pfeiffer?
No. I must remain in Sassau. I have some loose ends that must be tied.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you. I am Ulrich.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true. I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days. As I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I'm a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
I'd like to know more, but I have a feeling you won't tell me.
Your feeling is correct.
Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know, but this does not mean I am at liberty to tell you.
Very well. I shan't beat it out of you. Tell me what you know about the false coins.
Do you know Passau?
It's a German city, right?
Correct. A city of great wealth, where there are many merchants. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague groschen?
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from copper plated with silver. The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in from Bohemia and sending back real ones. My liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter.
And so he sent you?
Yes. He needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
And what about that wagon? What happened there exactly?
I followed Menhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect a connection with Sassau.
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real coin. Groschen, forints, francs and the like. But now, the sacks were full of counterfeits.
What do you mean about the connection with Sassau?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner extracted information from those who were arrested. They told him that the coins were made in a monastery.
What, in the monastery itself?
I cannot say. I know only what the Passau scribe wrote down in his reports and interrogations.
Why did you let them get here before attacking?
I wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Besides, Maynard had an armed escort, and they kept two busy roads and lodged at inns throughout their journey, until he came to this god-forsaken track. I cannot guess why he came here, but it was the perfect opportunity to strike.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down two, but that bastard Maynard cut the horses loose and rode away.
What next?
While I was chasing Manhart, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could. Before I could catch him, his horse threw him and he broke his neck.
So we won't get anything out of him?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
What happened to Menhart?
He's dead, of course.
I know, but what did you do with his body?
I buried it. He was a bastard. But I'm not one to leave Christian remains rotting in the woods.
I see. And where's his grave?
He ran from the wagon uphill along the path to the north. Along the way there is an old ruined cabin. I buried him behind it. And don't think I don't know why you ask. Robbing graves is shameful.
That's not it at all.
If you say so.
Very well. I'll go and see Master Fayfar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sasau at the Wagoner's Inn.
Okay. Can you take your weapon and shield with you? Okay. Oh wait.
Yeah. Hey. What's going on now? Who's that?
Okay, so we're actually done with all that. Everything is down there right now. Okay, let's save after all that. Been and done everything. We need to go all the way down here. Go to hill first. I need to sleep there anyway. See what time it is.
The stone cross. He's buried here somewhere.
Don't need to. I got what I needed from his body. I need to repair stuff. Sleep and save. Keep ourselves back to health. So weird how the combat is. Only if using a helmet would be pretty much better. You have such long reach. And keep the enemies at bay, because right now it seems like using a bow is the best way to fight them, even when you.
Yeah.
First we inform about children mine. Bum, bum, bum.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Master Fayfar, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. But this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzik and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. Goodbye.
Okay.
Greetings. What business have you?
I'm here about the mine.
Excellent. So what did you find out?
I didn't get round to having a proper look. I came across something more disturbing.
What's that?
Nemoy and his gang were stealing silver there.
The vermin. I thought as much. Did you bring him here?
Well, I tried to, but he was having none of it. He didn't want to burn, so he tried to kill me.
Well, I'm glad he didn't succeed. But now I won't be able to find out anything. Oh, well. Can't be helped, I suppose. See you later.
Oh, well. He with everything. Okay.
God save you, Henry.
Let's see. Bam, bam. Okay, we need to get to the inn.
Yeah.
No, that's where he is, isn't it? Nourishment. Oh, there. Nope. He's down there. Why can't I? No, I can't.
One ale, please.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him, and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins, and quicksilver for the the other part.
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
Okay. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum,
Here.
bum, ba-dum, bum.
Welcome, man.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month, they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it.
So...
Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay. There we go. Happy now? Okay, we can improve that one later. This one is on the other side. How many treasures in one spot here? So next step would be you.
I'm honored that
Perfect.
a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
Take care now.
is your assistant?
Good luck to you.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing! And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground. A lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy!
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
What do you mean? You're not going to hurt me, are you?
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay. Okay, Sleipner.
G'day, Henry.
G'day.
God save you, Henry.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapata.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Okay.
God be with you.
So all they attacked that town for was actually just to get the silver then. And over here is another treasure. Here. Let's see. See what we can get out of this fella then. Could be up here, right?
God be with you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day, he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
He owes me money.
Naturally. Dice or boozing, was it? Pray do tell.
Both.
Sodom and Gomorrah are too good for the boy. Here you go. I'll dock his wages.
Thank you, Master. You're most kind. But I'd rather get it from him myself.
If you think he'll have anything to give, please yourself. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
Hello, Bensicus. No, I haven't done that one.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some
I saw
girl,
they implemented it, but I haven't tried it.
maid Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly. Although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing.
But it's not something I'm interested in using either, though. I like this mode.
I'll leave you to your work.
Good luck then.
Yeah, I like the first person though, so that's what I'm enjoying. So let's see. And cut. We go all the way over there.
Yeah.
A lot of back and forth in this place. Out here.
Yeah.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
Yeah. I have to put in. Florian.
You're at odds with Apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
Okay.
Good luck then.
So let's see, where is the baker? There.
God be with you, Henry.
That's just a shotgun. There it is.
God be with you.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her. But nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Look, Florian, I'm sorry for what you're going through, honestly. But I'm not the only one who's after these people. As soon as they get wind of something, they'll be out of here and Esther will be gone with them.
If Rapiter finds I've told you anything, they'll kill her.
Not if I catch Rapiter first. He's here in town, isn't he?
Yes, he is. They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the shit pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapiter. And a night they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. And I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapiter?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
How did you hand over the punch die to them?
Rapiter waited for me behind the church. I didn't want to give it to them without seeing Esther first.
And did they let you?
Yes, although I don't really know why. They took me to a derelict farm in the Skalitz Hills. My poor Esther, they'd scared her half to death.
So at least you know she's alive.
Who knows? It was a while ago. And they never let her go, even after I did what they wanted. They said they'd be needing more.
More punch dice?
They wear out over time. They have to be replaced regularly.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first, I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Go. I hope you get revenge.
See you later.
Okay. So,
Good day, Henry.